Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you're all having a good day today. Weekend hopefully went well for you. It was actually pretty cool with me. My son actually plays on a travel basketball team, and he had a tournament this weekend, and he won. They were champs for that tournament, so I was really excited for him this weekend. It was a sort of a proud papa moment, and I can't wait for this week, Tuesday. My daughter has a tumbling class, and which is kind of like gymnastics, and they're finally allowing parents to go in and see the kids. Before, because of COVID and everything, they were really just the kids and a limited amount of kids, but now they're allowing us to go see them actually tumble. So I'm actually kind of excited to go back and see her. So I'm really cool about about this week coming up and this weekend. So I'm hoping that you had a somewhat of a good weekend as well, and that you're looking forward to this week. So, a couple of things that's going on this week. So, all of you submitted, or most of you, because I did check your submissions. Most of you, if not all of you, submitted your participation paper where you were talking about yourself in a relationship. So, I'm kind of excited to read all of them, and hopefully, you took a lot of what I said previously and took that into consideration for this paper here. So, I'm looking forward to it. A couple of things. I'm going to grade those papers this week. Next week is your final exam, so keep that in mind. You are only restricted to a certain amount of days. I think it's Monday through Wednesday or Monday through Friday, or I mean Monday through Thursday, I think. So the exact dates will be on the module, so you'll know when you need to schedule yourself for the exam. There aren't going to be any extensions if you, unless of course it's an emergency like going to the doctor or anything like that. So you have to make sure that you start the test on time so that you could finish before the deadline. Okay, keep that in mind. Um, I will post a study guide. It'll automatically pop up on Monday, and so you'll have the test from Monday till whenever the date is, which I think is either Wednesday or Thursday. But it'll be on there, and then you'll also have one more week of me actually giving you a video discussion. I mean, a weekly update. So I'll be doing that again next week. I'll be grading your participation points sometime this week between now and Friday, or now and Sunday, I should say. So keep that into consideration. I'll be working on a few. I do have some other classes that are working on their final exams, so I have to grade those. So needless to say, I'm busy during the week. You may not realize it. I'm extremely busy. Um, Trying to keep everybody's grades current, and interestingly enough, it's a lot harder when you're online because you're constantly in front of the computer. Um, what else? Once we move forward, you should know all the points that you need in order to know what grade you want in your final grade. So, for example, if you need, let's just say that I believe it's 400 points for a B, right, in this class. So, or a B minus, I think, it's 80%. Um, um, if you are in around, let's say, 330 points going into the final exam, then you know that you need to at least score 70 points in the final exam to get 80%, which I believe is a B minus. So you need to know how much you need, how many points you need going in, right? And I gave you the percentages on the syllabus, they're on there, as well as the grade that they affiliate themselves with. Um, Keep that in mind as we move forward. This week, I'm not only going to give you your grade for your participation paper, I'm also going to give you your grade for your video discussions. So I'm going to go back and look at your participation. There's a way that I look at it that I can see everybody's sort of participation, and I have been keeping track. But then I also kind of do a cumulative where I do everybody's points. And really realistically is that if you've participated every week, and if every week you've answered the questions, and you've commented on two of your peers, you're looking okay. If for some reason there's an issue, you missed a couple, well then obviously those points will go down accordingly. So you'll know those points, you'll know your participation paper points as well, so that going in you'll know how many points you need in the final to get the grade that you want. So it's pretty easy mathematically. I try to make it as simple as possible. Also, this Sunday will be the last time that you can submit any extra credit. Any extra credit can be found. We talked about it in the very first Zoom meeting, so you can always go back there to listen to it. There's also information on the very first module at the very top of the Canvas page where it talks about what it is that you need that you can turn in for extra credit as well. And you can also submit it there as well. So please make sure you submit any extra credit right there for any information. Okay, make sure you read the information before you email me if you have questions about that, because chances are the answers are going to be right there. But if you still have questions after that, after you've read, please feel free to reach out. I am right here for you in case you need anything. Again, please do not wait until the last minute to submit any assignments. You know, when it comes to being 11:45, 11:30 at night, I'm probably asleep. I'm not going to help anybody at that point in time. So keep that in mind. You have to kind of give yourself a good amount of time to complete your work before the deadline. So if any technical issues come up, you can always, always, always try to figure out a way to solve them before the deadline. Okay. That's why, again, that's why I give you a whole week to, or in some cases, more than that if it's like your participation paper. So that's it. That's what's going on this week. Remember, next week with the final exam, you do not have until Sunday to complete. It's a very short period of time. I believe it's Monday through Wednesday or Monday through Thursday. You'll see the dates there, and you'll see the due date, so you'll know exactly when the last time, when's the deadline, and that way you can coordinate yourself to when you can take the final exam. Make sure you find a quiet place. Make sure you have enough time. If you are a student that requires extra time and you have a letter from a department stating so, please email me and I'll make sure that I change your final exam test taking time accordingly. I think that's it. I don't have any other questions. I mean, I don't have anything else. But if you have questions, always feel free to email me and we can take care of it. Dad joke. I'm pretty sure I had shared with you that we had lost our dog. Dog's no longer with us. And this is not necessarily to make light of that, but we have been talking about getting a new dog. And so I had told my daughter that, I told my wife, because she's trying to get me to exercise more. I told my wife that I want to name our new dog 5 Miles. 5 Miles. Like, yeah, I want to name my dog 5 Miles, the new dog. You can get whatever you want, but I want the name. Well, why? Why are you going to name it 5 Miles? Like, so that I can tell people that I walked 5 miles. Because he's trying to get me to exercise. Now I can say I walked 5 miles. Anyways, all right. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you have any questions, I'm right here for you. All right. Bye, everybody.